I got my headphones on, so I hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to just keep going. Man, targeting individual shit is real. I don't like that term, targeting individuals, but at the same time, like, the things that people go through is real. I start most of my videos, like, I ain't been on here in a minute, all that little shit, but I just came on here just to kind of talk to my people, just to let you know that, hey, everything good, I'm straight, all that good stuff, man, just out here in the world. And if you really watch my stuff, I say pay attention to what you're doing and what you're thinking, because, yeah, it's real, but at the same time, the energy that you putting into it, because you know that it's real, is going to manifest it 10 times fold. 10 times fold. Like, trust me, it's real. But focusing on it, you're going to amplify it. You're going to magnify it. So whatever is going on is going to be going on 100-fold when it could just go on 10, 15-fold, because it's going to go on. It's just how you deal with it. A person like me is fucked up, it's hard, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I was built for it. It sucked, because of the life that, in the sense that I want to live, but it's up to me ultimately, like, will I just keep pressing forward and just say, yo, this is what I want. I guarantee I'm going to have this, because if that's the case, then it can happen. You know what I mean? It's all on mind power, believe it or not. Like, the energy within ourselves, we actually do help manifest certain things in our life. But don't get me wrong, some things are kind of just how it's supposed to be. It's just trying to balance it out. That's the goal. Try to balance it, man. Try to balance it. And I say, for a lot of people, sit down and think about, like, what actually kind of awoken you to getting to this point. For me, I don't know. It was just certain things that was just happening to where I kind of got on YouTube and I started Googling, and it gave me targeted individual. So that's why I say, like, you got to watch what you you Google too. Because if I never would have looked up on that, how would my life be? You know what I mean? Regardless of the truth that I have discovered and so forth, so forth. Like, everything a rabbit hole. Everything. Once you come to the conclusion that what you chasing is what you chasing, it's always going to be something that you are chasing. When you come to the point where you like nothing is all, then you won't really have no problems. But that's hard living into, the society and the world that we live in, because we have bills. We got to go to work. If you have kids, you got to take care of them kids. You got responsibility. So you just can't sit back in a sense and just say, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. It don't really work that way. So that's when reality come into place. That's when balance come into place. We're not really going through this for nothing. I believe that we have light, and we have certain things within us that can change the world, like, in a good way. You look at people like Tupac and Aaliyah, they had light, Left Eye, they had light within them. Dr. Sebi, like, it was light within them. And I'm just not naming just black people. Princess Diana had light in her. Like, it's just light within people. Like, it's like, it's not what they believe can influence the world, but it's like how they are can change how humanity can become. Like, people get scared of the truth. Like Nipsey Hussle, when he died, I brought that up in a video. He had influence over the community. He had influence over the ghetto. He had influence over the black community. And the government and the powers that be don't like that, because he had control. It's all about control. At the end of the day, it's all about control. I feel like, I'm living in two different timelines, and a lot of people can kind of feel that way. It's like you living in two different timelines. I personally feel like something happened in 2012, like, just the way that things kind of started in my life and just kind of evolved into what it is to this day. I sat back on a lot of things the last little month to a year. I've been sitting back, man. I've been really sitting back. But At the end of the day, I want the people that, that kind of watch me and all this and that know while I was sitting back, I've been watching. It's who I am. I've been peeping, man. So it's going to be good coming from the struggle and the hustle because it's who we are and what we brought into this world to be until we either take ourselves out or our time come to leave. Like the people that kind of commit suicide and this and that. When you struggle so much, you can't fault people for just saying, you know what, I throw my hands up. You can judge them as much as you want to, but at the end of the day, you got sympathy for why they don't want to be in a society as how we live it today. Because if you really just look at the society that we have, you wake up, you going to work, you forced to go to school. Now you got to give shots to your babies, immunization shots, knowing that it's killing you. The world's so bad now that you know that they poisoning you through the food, through the air. Like it's so bad now to where you have the technology as far as social media that's corrupting the world. And we see it and we are aware of it. And we still go toward those things. That's hell. Like it don't get no worse than that in a sense without knowing that you caged up when you don't have no freedom. Because that's really what it is. I think a lot of us just battle not being able to be free, although we are free. We really trying to chase that balance of knowing that it's over with. The feeling of just breathing and saying, man, I did what I had to do. A lot of us are chasing that feeling. That's what we want to kind of conclude to. But until our mission is up, until we get the information that we need to get from our higher power, our higher guides, the guardians, our ancestors, whatever you want to call it, your inner self, then you won't really get that answer. But we will get it. And I'm just here for encouragement and power and all that good stuff. This for my people, man. I'm still here. I still love y'all. I wasn't going to record this tonight. I'm going to go ahead and upload it because I did it. I took out my time. But, yeah. Scratch the targeted individual talk. Like, look at yourself as just someone that's up in this world trying to chase their dreams, regardless if it's obstacles in the way. Because you always going to have obstacles. We got demons. We got demonic things happening. We got all kind of stuff going on. But at the end of the day, is it going to stop you? That's all you got to answer, man. And when you look at the bigger picture, we going to die regardless. So you can be in your house getting the EMF waves. Like, I know what's going on. Just like you know what's going on. But is it going to overtake your mind? Is it going to overtake your day? How many hours of the day out of the 24 is you going to dwell on it? Even though it is the truth. Because the truth it's going to lead you to a rabbit hole. And the reason that I say that is because you're going to have a headache after it, man. You're going to go, you like a ping pong ball. You're going to go left and right. Like, you don't know how to think. You're so confused after learning the truth. Can you handle it? Most people can't handle the truth. And there's many, many, many truths out there. We ain't even dwelled into the seas. I think UFOs are, they down there in the seas. Ain't nobody even really dwelled into 90% of the oceans. Why we got hurricanes and all this and that? Could it be that the UFOs are coming out the water, stirring up, the Pacific or whatever it is, and, boof, we got a hurricane. There go Katrina right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much out there just to chase on knowledge. But at the end of the day, man, I think the ultimate goal in life is just to kind of come into yourself and be 100% to yourself, however that go. If you a chase truthful or something like that, that's cool too. Cause I love learning the truth. It made me feel good to learn new knowledge. It made me feel good. I like not necessarily going against the grain, but that's who I am. So I like being myself. But what I want to stress to my people is, like, you got to find that balance. And I'm going to leave it at that, man. Love, peace, and light. But not to be generic like a lot of those people say, man. I truly mean it, man. And, Man, pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for your family. And pray for the generations of your families to come. Pray hard. And I mean, sincerely mean it from your soul. Because you will never understand the power of the blessings that you may have. And even though you're going through a hard time right now, 200 years from now, your family can be living up in this world like royalty, not understanding why they have the blessings that they have upon them. It's the choices that you make and the way that you walk your life sometimes that equal up to everything. And to my people, my people, my people, my people, I love you. And please feel this message that I'm sending out to you today.